Hi there, people. So it's really sad to say, but summer is ending and we're back in fall in a few times. Well, it's sad to say, but sometimes it's really fun. I really like the fall and I kind of like the winter. Not that much, but I really like the fall. And I wanted to do a list of five fall fragrances that are my favorite to wear during the colder season. But it's still not a winter's list, and I really tried to like pick and choose stuff that wouldn't be included in an upcoming winter's five list, like best of winter in my collection. And these are all fragrances that are in my collection of fragrances. I have like not the biggest collection at all. I see fragrance reviewers having hundreds and hundreds of bottles. I think I have like 30 bottles, which is for me it's really like wait like even too much. I'd like to have like perhaps 10, 15, but because when you get too many bottles, sometimes you're lost and you don't know what to choose. But at 30, it's kind of a good middle ground because it's still a collection while offering you like all the benefits of having a lot to choose from, but you still remember pretty much every fragrances you own and they all fit in one shelf, which is not the case for everyone. Anyway, I'm not judging here. I'm just dealing with my own problems and stuff. So, all right. And they're gonna be like, I think I'm gonna try to choose a moment in the fall where I like to wear a fragrance or another. And the first one is gonna be probably my all rounder anytime in the fall. I'm gonna probably wear the fragrance, and it's a fragrance I'm wearing in the summer, and I'm gonna wear in the winter. And I've kind of had this love for the fragrance like recently. Perhaps it will fade away, and I will choose another one. But for now, Dracar Noir. It's like complicated fragrance in general, so it kind of fits the deal for the fall time. It's more complex than the summer fragrances, the straight up summer fragrances, and it's a good fragrance for almost any time, and so yeah, it's pretty much a good fragrance to wear for the summertime. Um, Also, I think during the fall, I'll probably do all those socializing, perhaps even going to bars and stuff. And if I'm really in a casual kind of a mood, in a very like perhaps in sportswear, perhaps going to a sports kind of event or something like that, I think I'm gonna wear Philip Klein's No Limits, the credit card that has a limit, but it's pretty high, so you could call it No Limits. That's it. So this fragrance right there is a very complex, very, very complex, very loud fragrance. One spray and you're good to go. My wife thinks it's very, very sexy. It's one of her favorite, but she doesn't want me to put it on all the time. So I need to have other alternatives because it's very powerful and she likes to have it on special occasions. And also, I kind of like dressing up, getting elegant and sophisticated. This one, I think it could work, it could definitely work, but I've got better alternatives than this one for like higher up, like dressed up kind of a vibe, you know? And this one is powerful, so everyone can smell you. It's good for the outdoors. That's a super nice perk to have on a fragrance for the outdoors, clubbing events, sport events, whatever. Anyway, the third one is that fragrance I will like to wear on occasions where I want to dress up. And there's actually two fragrances. I'm one of those bad person that actually puts like a special sixth fragrance in there just to not have to choose. But I'm gonna choose from two perspective. It's two perspective, but it's the same brand. Okay, so there's Tom Ford Noir Extreme. So Tom Ford Noir Extreme is one of my favorite fragrance of all time. The dent is there on that fragrance. I'm not sure if you can see it, but anyway, there is a dent in that fragrance. I love it. It's not my first bottle. I always buy the 50 ml because I think it looks better. Yeah. But anyway, and I'm always like, perhaps I won't even buy another one after that. Perhaps there's gonna be a new one, and there's a new one, and I'm gonna check it out. But anyway, this fragrance is amazing. It smells like a dessert, but it's not too sweet. It's very elegant. It's sophisticated as hell. It's not the most party projector, but it has like a super great projectivity. But it's perfect for close encounters. My wife really loves it. She thinks it's super sexy too. I've seen so many people think like knowing it was so sexy when you're up close and you've got that vibe, spicy cardamom and stuff just radiating from you. Um, if you're hesitating between that and La Nuit de l'Homme, I'm recommending Noir Extrême because it's just out there. It's so much more elegant, so much more refined, sophisticated, and it still has that sexy cardamom factor, vanilla centric scent. When you wake up the next morning, you still have that vanilla. If you're with someone, this person gets the vanilla too, and it's super nice. And like I said, my wife right now really loves it. Like, so super, super nice fragrance. I've gotten a lot of love for that fragrance and lots of, it's not my point to have compliments. I wear it because I really love that fragrance. Every time I sniff it, I'm just opening the bottle and be like, sometimes I just go during the day and just, and it smells like fall. It's a fall fragrance, like 100%. It smells like that spicy, going to get some pumpkins, but you're dressed in a tuxedo. Anyway, and the other side of it is if you want to be daring and bold, because this one is like, Noir Extreme is it's kind of bold, it's kind of different, unique, but it's not very like it's very likable and pretty much everyone likes that super sexy scent profile. But if you want to be bold but still be dressed up and super nice and have this, like you can even like go to the gym with it, but you're gonna be like nuclear and you must be you must be pretty good to pull it off. But anyway, Tom Ford Ombre Leather. It's one of my favorite fragrances ever, just like Noir Extreme. And there's this whole bunch of Tom Ford fragrances that are like my favorite, Black Orchid, etc. And oh my god, this is powerful and it's super sexy too. But it's a leather kind of sexy. It's not the same like vanilla seductive, very nice character kind of a guy. It's that bam, you're like leather suit, super confident, like nothing scares you. Like you could you could bump into like Venom or like I don't know, like some super villain and just be like you're nothing to me, it's just like you're so badass when you wear that fragrance. You're that like Terminator, you're that kind of super powerful character. I would say like Arnold Schwarzenegger, neo noir kind of a vibe. It's you just don't give a damn about anything, and it's super elegant. It's super sexy. It's kind of a modernized James Bond kind of a vibe. Oh, it's very elegant. It's sophisticated. You could dress it like I bought myself a tuxedo recently, and I'm just like always wishing for those fragrances that I can wear and just blast projection, be like super sexy but bold and just up there, you know. I really like it. I'm not sure if my wife really likes it, but it's an amazing scent. Anyway, and then I always talk about my wife and the for fragrances in general and stuff. It's sure that it's fall. It's one of my favorite fragrances. It's one of her favorite fragrances. Something that I would wear in my normal days if I'm not wearing Drakkar Noir, but I want to have something a little bit more upscale, a little bit more elegant, and I'm wearing something that is a bit more elegant, that has a bit more class up to it. I'm gonna wear Dior Intense, which is, yeah, my probably one of my favorite designer fragrances ever, except for the Tom Fords. Oh my god. The sweet iris, it smells like skin, it smells like makeup, it smells like something intimate, close. It smells just good. It smells gentle and polite, yet very sexy and confident, bold and assuming, yet very like open-hearted. There's nothing much to it. It's so elegant still. You know, it has that skin-like type of iris that I really like. Powdery but skin-like, makeup-y. You could say also very sexy, very nice. Um, I know my wife really loves that fragrance, and every like intimate moments and stuff. It's something that yeah, I talk about my wife all the time, but every time it's like we're having a day together and I'm wearing that, well, we just feel more warm, more cozy. But still, I can you can dress this up as much as you want. It's very classy, but I like to have like these, you know, smart casual type of attireals, a brown, you know, jacket with you know, a shirt, a white shirt perhaps, and you know, but it's super nice, and yeah, it's the iris also. You know, it has that chocolatey skin type vibe, and yeah, I think I really love that fragrance on days where we're just chilling inside the house and doing nothing much. Uh, it has that intimate vibe, warm and cozy. Um, I'm sure that if we have a family, I'm gonna wear that often to have that like super nice family kind of a vibe. And for the winter, you will see I've got another fragrance like that that I'm gonna put for the winter. Just wait a couple months. And the last one I wanted to talk about is another fragrance that I would like. I would put that more on, I don't know, pretty much also anytime, but mostly nighttime, perhaps events, perhaps sports events too. A bit like Philip Line's No Limit, but in a less obnoxious way and perhaps more dressed up if possible. I don't know. This is gonna be Amen. I just love Amen, you know? And it's that kind of fragrance that it's good for the evening outs and it's good for like uh it's also good for like, you know, PR, going to see a movie, going to see a show, going to see like it's I think for me it's really an evening fragrance mostly, although I've worn it uh, during high heat summer and it was really nice too. It's super good and but I would like to wear that on events, you know, on shows and on social gatherings, maybe PR. I don't know, something like that. We're not supposed to be like overdressed, but it's still nice, you know. And I also love that kind of fragrance on walks, you know, walks around the city or going shopping or whatever. So that's gonna be my 5 and 6 ish, like in fact, fragrances that I'm gonna wear for the fall. So if you got any recommendations, please go ahead. And if you want to put your own 5 or 6, if there's a brand you really like, you can post it in the comments below. And also spread love, but also spray love. Bye bye.